Okay, we're online. Welcome to the what we're doing today, Appointments and Conditions of Service Committee. And a new face, old face. Welcome, Paul. You know the system here, but I don't know whether you've been on this committee before, but no, but welcome back anyway. And we're asked item 2 to approve as a correct record the minutes of the meeting held on 15th of March 23. So I'll move that. I think it's only Marge and Mike who can second it, yeah? Fine, thank you. We're agreed? We are agreed. Give declarations of interest. And I missed the first one, actually. We'll just go back just for a second. Apologies for absence and substitutions. We don't have any, do we? No. Perhaps people will arrive. So I'll move back to declaration of interest. Anyone wish to declare an interest? No, non-declared. Thank you.
Sorry, you may have to get Marge to second that because I've just realised I wasn't actually here for that meeting. Apologies.
Marge, you're going to second that? Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thanks, Mike.
In terms of declaration of interest, should we all declare an interest because we all may or may not receive gifts?
Good point. Good point.
Just in case.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're absolutely squeaky clean on that. Item 4, which I was going to introduce recruitment, selection and training, which is on page 7 to 18. Okay.
Yep, thank you, Chair. So just briefly introduce the item. Back in March this year, we came to the committee with a guidance note that was issued to outline recruitment and selection training. It was a way of, I suppose, delivering information about recruitment and selection training rather than a full-blown training course. And really I felt that probably it was not appropriate at the time to deliver the training because obviously with the May elections we'll have perhaps some new faces as we have. So the commitment was to bring forward a proposal to deliver some face-to-face training to this committee. So you remember that this committee is responsible for appointment of chief officers and the chief executive. So it's an important role, obviously, and really in terms of its background, the Council is required to undertake or to fulfil the public sector equality duty, and a way of us trying to ensure that we do fulfil that duty is to produce a framework for equalities and an action plan resulting from that framework. And back in the paper in March, we pointed specifically to the I suppose the part of the action plan that I suppose has led to this proposal for the training. And just to read, what it said was that one of the actions was to ensure the Appointments and Conditions of Service Committee are trained in recruitment and selection, including unconscious bias. So that's a very simple, straightforward background to the reason we're proposing the training today. And you'll see in terms of the recommendation, Chair, firstly is to note the summary training guidance paper at Annex 1, which was on page 9, but also to recommend that members of the committee attend the face-to-face training after this meeting. We plan it to last about an hour and a half, although we'll try and keep it tight and maybe a little bit shorter than that as well. So you're welcome to attend that training.
Thank you, Marge.
I did the online training on practically immediately after the meeting, and it was very simple to navigate, etc. I think I passed a note on. However, my certificate of attendance, because there wasn't really any test within the training, showed that I did it on the 3rd of July 2023. Now this meeting is before the 3rd of July, so I know I did it on the 7th of March. Have we been able to establish with the producers of the product that we can have an English date? Because it could affect somebody's training plan if they forget in time that the date is the wrong way round.
No, thank you for pointing that out. So I understand now that the month and the day of the month have been reversed. We can certainly look into that, I think. I can't guarantee because we might be bound by the way that the system is set up, but we could certainly ask. That's no problem.
Yes, thank you, Chair, and thank you for that. I mean, obviously, as the portfolio holder responsible for equality and diversity in terms of setting up the action plan, I strongly advise that we do it. and I will certainly be staying behind. Although I've done qualities and diversity training many times before, I think there's a renewal section in it as well. So it's not you just don't do it once and then forget about it. So I will absolutely be doing it. And I think the unconscious bias is actually very relevant as well today.
Andrew will be delivering that part of it. I think it'll be hopefully quite entertaining as well as informative.
Just clear it up in my mind. 10 training recruitment selection training session that will be delivered at the close of the formal committee meeting.
So yes, Chair, that the plan would be to move from the chamber down to the committee room and to carry out the training there. So it's a less formal setting, smaller setting.
Is that today then?
That's today.
That struggles with what I've got a meeting with the chief exec.
Okay.
So we'll struggle with that, but perhaps do some of it.
Okay, so happy to sort of have you in the room for as much of it as you can do.
Yeah, that's all right. That's
Well,
fine.
we'll keep it sort of tight, and again, we said like an hour and a half, but I think probably we can do it probably well within that, and perhaps closer to the hour. So
Yeah,
we'll
okay.
we'll move it quickly.
Yeah. Anybody else on the recommendations there? No, there are none. I'll move the recommendations. Can we second it? Seconded. Thank you. Are we agreed? We are agreed. Thank you. Now we'll move on to... there are no other items which we consider urgent today, so we'll move on to item 6, which is the standard exclusion of the press and public, to move under section 100A4 of the Local Government Act 1972. Public and press be excluded from the meeting during consideration of the ensuing report on the grounds that the report involves the likely disclosure of exempt information as defined in paragraph 3 of part 1 of schedule 12A of the Local Government Act 1972. So I'll move that. We agreed, seconded and agreed. Thank you. So we'll switch the telly off.